Here's a summary of Biogen's Q1 2026 earnings call, designed for clear and concise delivery. Introduction. Good morning, everyone. Today, we're reviewing Biogen's strong performance in the first quarter of 2026. We'll cover key financial highlights, future outlook, and important updates on our pipeline and strategic initiatives. CEO's opening remarks. Chris Viehbacher began by highlighting a significant turnaround for Biogen, moving from 4 years of declining revenue and profit in 2023 to a period of stabilization and renewed growth. He emphasized that this success isn't just from cost-cutting but from strategic investments in research and development and commercial operations. Growth products. These are now generating $850 million, an increase of 12% year-over-year. This growth has been achieved by shifting commercial focus from the legacy MS portfolio to these key growth drivers. Spinraza. While overall Spinraza revenues saw a slight decline due to timing of shipments, particularly ex-US shipments, which are often annual or biannual, the new high-dose Spinraza is a significant positive. It's now approved in the US and Japan, with positive feedback from Europe. This high-dose version is expected to enhance competitiveness and attract back patients. Leqembi. Significant progress has been made in improving the care pathway for Leqembi. The maintenance indication is in place, and a PDUFA date of May 24 is expected for the subcutaneous induction, which is anticipated to further improve patient convenience and competitive positioning. Apellis acquisition. The proposed acquisition of Apellis is a major development. While not yet closed, it's expected to expand Biogen's commercial growth portfolio with 2 marketed products, Syfovre and Empoli. Syfovre addresses geographic atrophy, an autoimmune disease, with a focus on preventing disease progression. Empoli is seen as a game-changer for a future nephrology franchise, especially with the growing interest in this field and the potential of felzartamab. The acquisition is projected to be accretive in 2027 and materially increase Biogen's EPS outlook. Biogen sees this as a strategy to begin growing now, with their pipeline readouts coming on top of this growth. Business development. Biogen continues to invest in growth, recently acquiring China rights for felzartamab, a move intended to build their presence in the crucial Chinese pharmaceutical market. The focus for future business development is on early-stage research and development. Pipeline and development updates. Dr. Priya Singhal provided an update on Biogen's development progress. Marketed products. High-dose Spinraza. U.S. approval marks a significant advancement for SMA patients. Leqembi. Real-world data shows strong treatment persistence, with nearly 80% of patients remaining on therapy at 18 months, highlighting its perceived value by patients and healthcare professionals. Late-stage pipeline. Salanersen. New data demonstrate durable benefit in children previously treated with gene therapy, showing potential for high efficacy with yearly dosing. The first patient has been dosed in the pivotal Stella-1 study for treatment-naive infants. Litifilimab. Positive Phase 2 data from the AMITA study in SLE reinforce confidence in this program. Data readout cadence. 2026 marks the start of a multi-year flow of registrational data, extending through the end of the decade. Key inflection points in 2026 include the Leqembi IQLIC initiation PDUFA date, as well as anticipated readouts for litifilimab, SLE and CLE, and felzartamab, AMR, and zorevunersen, Dravet syndrome, over the next 18 months. Financial performance and guidance. Robin Kramer, CFO, Robin Kramer, Chief Financial Officer, detailed the financial results and outlook. Key financial metrics. Q1 2026 total revenue, $2.5 billion, up 2% year-over-year. GAAP diluted EPS, $2.15, up 31% year-over-year. Non-GAAP diluted EPS, $3.57, up 18% year-over-year. Growth product revenue, $851 million, up 12% year-over-year. Growth. Products now generate more revenue than Biogen's remaining MS products. Non-GAAP core operating expenses, approximately $1.1 billion, reflecting continued investment in the pipeline and launches. Free cash flow, $594 million, enabling continued investment and support for the Apellis transaction. Product highlights. Leqembi, market revenue of $168 million, up 74% year-over-year, with continued sequential market growth in key regions. Skyclarys, global revenue of $151 million, up 22% year-over-year, with sequential global patient demand growth. Ex-US launch is progressing well. Expenses, non-GAAP R&D expense, $480 million, reflecting investments in Phase 3 programs. Non-GAAP SG&A expense, $600 million, reflecting planned pre-launch activities and advertising. Guidance and Apellis transaction. Biogen's belief in the underlying business strength remains consistent with prior guidance. Acquired IP R&D charges, anticipated to impact EPS by approximately 20 cents in Q1 and $145 million, 80 cents EPS impact, in Q2, including charges related to the TJ Bio transaction for felzartamab China rights, 55 cents EPS impact, and a milestone for the Stella 1 study, 25 cents EPS impact. Apellis transaction impact. While consolidated guidance inclusive of Apellis will be provided upon closing, Biogen expects to best-in-class commercialized medicines that will enhance their growth portfolio. They anticipate approximately $120 to $130 million impact to non-GAAP other income/expense in 2026 due to financing. The transaction is expected to be accretive to non-GAAP EPS in 2027, and they plan to repay new borrowings by the end of 2027. Key takeaways from Q&A. BIIB 080. Tau ASO. The upcoming data will be crucial to determine clinical benefit on cognition, given its pioneering nature. Biogen will look at the totality of data, including tau reduction and any clinical signs of efficacy, and will be disciplined in its go/no-go decisions. Exploration of alternative delivery methods is ongoing. Litifilimab. Biogen is excited about litifilimab's potential and expects data from 2 Phase 3 SLE studies this year and the CLE trial early next year. They view filing as a package of data and will assess the totality of results. Syfovre. The company believes Syfovre's 5-year data provides a data moat. While competitive dynamics are evolving with agents focusing on visual acuity, Syfovre's impact on lesion growth is seen as the gold standard. Significant educational efforts will be made to emphasize the importance of treating geographic atrophy early. Synergies with Biogen's capabilities are expected, including potential for DTC advertising and leveraging existing patient services. Leqembi adoption. Blood-based biomarkers are seeing growing adoption, particularly with CMS now allowing their use for confirmation for reimbursement. Biogen anticipates patients completing initial treatment regimens will consider Leqembi for maintenance, especially with the upcoming subcutaneous option. High-dose Spinraza. Both the US and Europe are seeing strong initial uptake, with patients switching from competitors and expressing strong interest. High-dose Spinraza is expected to stabilize and potentially grow the franchise, especially with the potential for an improved administration device. Skyclarys. The first quarter saw lumpiness due to inventory dynamics, but patient demand remains on track. Ex-US revenue exceeded US revenue for the first time, driven by ongoing launches and patient identification, though reimbursement negotiations can lead to lumpy revenue recognition. Felzartamab. AMR. The acquisition of China rights and potential milestones highlight a significant commercial opportunity for felzartamab in IgA nephropathy and other kidney diseases, with an estimated total addressable market of $2 billion to $3 billion for IgN alone. The mechanism of action targeting plasma cells and durability of treatment are seen as key advantages. Closing Biogen has had a strong start to 2026, driven by strategic investments, pipeline advancements, and the impactful proposed acquisition of Apellis. The company is well positioned for continued growth, with a focus on innovation and disciplined execution. Thank you for your participation.